Have you ever met someone who is 70, 80, or even 90 years old, but somehow they have the energy, curiosity, and happiness of someone much younger? They wake up smiling. They enjoy simple things. They laugh easily. They still have that little spark in their eyes. And when people ask them, "What is your secret?" the answer is usually not some expensive cream, some magic supplement, or some complicated routine. Many times, it is the small things they do every single day, especially the things they do when nobody is watching. And one of the biggest ones happens at night. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever told yourself, "Tonight, I'm going to sleep early"? Then you look at the clock, 11:30 p.m., and you say, "Okay, just 5 more minutes." Then 5 minutes becomes another video, another message, another episode, and suddenly you look again. It's 1 a.m. And you're sitting there thinking, "How did this happen again?" Don't worry, you're not alone. There is a whole group of people around the world who are members of the "I'm going to sleep after this last thing" club, and somehow that club never closes. But here is something interesting. Your body notices those late nights, even when you don't, especially as we get older, because staying young is not only about what you do during the day, it is also about how you allow your body to recover at night. Carl Jung, one of the greatest minds in psychology, believed that a balanced life comes from understanding yourself and respecting the natural rhythm of life. And sleep is a huge part of that rhythm. So today, we're going to talk about 5 reasons seniors should never go to bed after 11 p.m. if they want to protect their energy, their mind, and their youthful spirit. And stay with me until the end, because the final reason is something many people ignore, but it could completely change the way you look at your nighttime habits. Before we begin, I want to know something from you. What time do you usually go to bed? Are you an early sleeper? Or are you someone who says, "Just one more YouTube video," and then somehow it becomes tomorrow? Let me know in the comments. I always love hearing your stories. Reason number 5, your brain needs time to reset and recharge. Now, let's talk about something we all use every single day, but sometimes we forget to take care of. Your brain. Your brain is probably the hardest working thing you own. Think about it. From the moment you wake up, your brain is busy. It remembers names. It solves problems. It worries about things. It plans tomorrow. It keeps track of where you put your glasses, even though sometimes it forgets where the glasses are sitting. And let's be honest, who has done this before? You are looking everywhere for your glasses. You check the table. You check the kitchen. You check your bedroom. Then someone says, "Are those not on your head?" And suddenly you realize your brain was searching the entire world for something sitting right in front of you. Don't worry, it happens to the best of us. But moments like that remind us how important it is to protect our brain health, and one of the best ways to support your brain is giving it proper rest. Because while you sleep, your brain is not just sitting there doing nothing. It is organizing, it is processing, it is cleaning up the information from your day. Think about your house. If you never clean your house, what happens? Little by little, things start piling up. The table gets messy, the rooms get crowded, you start losing things. Your brain is similar. Every day you collect thousands of thoughts, emotions, conversations, and experiences. Sleep is like your brain's cleaning time. It is when everything gets organized. But when you constantly push your bedtime later and later, you are basically telling your brain, "Sorry, no cleaning tonight. We have another episode to watch." Your brain is probably sitting there saying, "Really? Again?" Now, Carl Jung spent years studying the hidden parts of the human mind. One thing his work teaches us is that our inner world needs attention. We cannot ignore ourselves forever. Many people spend years taking care of everyone else. They take care of their family. They take care of their work. They take care of responsibilities. But they forget one important person, themselves. And sometimes taking care of yourself starts with something very simple, giving your mind enough time to rest. Because a youthful person is not only someone with a young body. A youthful person is someone with a curious, active and clear mind. Have you ever noticed how some older people are full of life? They are always learning something. They ask questions. They tell stories. They get excited about small things. That is the energy of a young mind, and protecting your sleep helps protect that energy. Now I know some people watching this might be saying, "But I have always been a night person," and I understand. Some people love the quiet of the night. The world is silent. Nobody is calling. Nobody is asking for anything. It feels peaceful. And honestly, there is something beautiful about nighttime. But there is a difference between enjoying a peaceful evening and regularly stealing hours from your sleep. It is like borrowing money from yourself. At first it feels easy. You say, "I'll pay it back tomorrow." But tomorrow comes, and your body sends you the bill. And sometimes the bill looks like low energy, bad mood, feeling tired before the day even starts. The goal is not to become perfect. Nobody is perfect. The goal is simply to respect your body a little more. Maybe tonight you sleep 15 minutes earlier, maybe next week another 15 minutes. Small changes create big results. Reason number 4, your emotions need rest too. Now this one is very important. Because staying young is not only about your body, it is also about your emotional energy. Have you ever noticed that when you are tired? Everything feels more annoying. Someone sends you a simple message, and suddenly you think, "Why did they write it like that?" Someone makes a small mistake, and you feel like giving a whole speech about it. Then later, after a good night's sleep, you think, "Why was I so dramatic yesterday?" We have all been there. Sometimes the problem is not the problem. Sometimes the problem is that we are exhausted. When you don't rest properly, your emotions can become harder to manage. And as we get older, emotional balance becomes one of the biggest signs of wisdom. A person who stays young understands something. Not every battle deserves your energy. Not every comment needs a response. Not every problem needs to steal your peace. That is real maturity. Carl Jung believed that understanding yourself was one of the greatest journeys in life. And part of understanding yourself is noticing, when am I tired? When am I overwhelmed? When do I need to slow down? Because many people are carrying stress from yesterday into today, and tomorrow into today, until they forget how to simply enjoy the present moment. A peaceful mind is a powerful thing, and sleep helps create that peace. Let me share a simple story. I once heard about an older gentleman who was always happy. People around him wondered, "What is your secret?" He wasn't rich. He didn't have a complicated lifestyle. He simply had a routine. Every evening he would sit outside, enjoy the sunset, talk with his neighbors, and go to bed at the same time. Someone asked him, "Don't you ever feel like staying up late?" He smiled and said, "When I was younger, I chased every hour of the day. Now I protect my peace." That sentence is powerful, because maybe getting older is not about losing time. Maybe it is about finally learning how to value it. And I want to ask you something. Do you feel happier when you sleep early, or are you someone who becomes more active at night? Tell me in the comments, because I want to know your experience. Everyone's body has a story, and your story might help someone else watching this video, but we are not finished yet. Because the next reason is something many people never connect with sleep. And it has a lot to do with how energetic and youthful you feel when you wake up. In the next part, we're going to talk about why late nights can quietly steal your daytime energy, even when you think you are used to it. Reason number 3. Late nights can steal your daily energy. Have you ever woken up in the morning and your body says, "Good morning," but your brain says, "Please, 5 more hours." You get out of bed, but it feels like your energy is still sleeping. You make your coffee. You sit down. You stare into space for a few minutes thinking, "Why does my morning feel like it started 3 days ago?" Many people think energy comes only from food or exercise, but sometimes your biggest energy source is simply giving your body enough time to recover. When you sleep too late, you may wake up feeling like you started the day already tired. And when your energy is low, you naturally do less of the things that keep you young. You walk less. You socialize less. You try fewer new things. You become more comfortable sitting still. But staying young is not just about your age. It is about your connection with life. The people who stay youthful usually keep moving. They keep learning. They keep laughing. They keep exploring. They still have a reason to wake up excited, and energy gives you the ability to do those things. Think about your phone again. When your phone battery is at 5%, what happens? Everything becomes stressful. You start looking for a charger. Your phone slows down. You stop using certain apps. Your body is similar. When your energy is always low, you stop enjoying life fully. So protect your battery. Give yourself time to recharge. Reason number 2. Your body loves a consistent routine. One thing many healthy older people have in common is a simple routine. They don't fight their body. They work with it. They wake up around the same time. They eat around the same time. They rest around the same time. There is something powerful about rhythm. Nature has rhythm. The sun rises, the sun sets, the seasons change. Everything has a pattern, and our bodies are part of nature too. But sometimes modern life makes us forget that. We stay awake because there is always something calling our attention. Another message, another video, another piece of news, another thing to check. And before we know it, the day is gone. But your evening is not just the end of your day, it is preparation for tomorrow. A peaceful night creates a better morning, and a better morning creates a better day. Small habits repeated over time become a lifestyle, and a lifestyle becomes the way you feel. Reason number 1. Sleep protects your youthful spirit. Now this is the biggest reason, because staying young is not only about looking young, it is about feeling alive. There are people in their 80s who have more excitement for life than people half their age. They wake up curious. They enjoy conversations. They appreciate simple moments. They still have dreams. That is the real meaning of youth, a youthful spirit. And protecting your sleep is one way of protecting that spirit. Because when you are constantly exhausted, life starts feeling heavier. Small problems feel bigger. Simple joys become easier to miss. But when you are rested, you have more patience, more gratitude, more energy to enjoy the people and moments around you. Carl Jung believed that a meaningful life comes from knowing yourself and living in harmony with who you truly are. And sometimes listening to yourself means something simple. I need rest. Not tomorrow, not someday, tonight. So, my friend, remember these 5 things. Your brain needs time to reset. Your emotions need peace. Your energy needs protection. Your body loves routine. And your youthful spirit needs care. You don't have to completely change your life overnight. Start small. Maybe turn off the television a little earlier. Maybe put your phone away 30 minutes before bed. Maybe create a peaceful evening routine. Small choices create big changes. And the beautiful thing about life is this: you are never too old to start taking better care of yourself. Your best years are not only behind you. There can still be joy. There can still be adventure. There can still be new memories waiting for you. Now, I want to hear from you. What time do you usually go to bed? And what is one nighttime habit that helps you feel your best? Share it in the comments because your experience might inspire someone else. If you enjoyed this video, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more conversations about psychology, wisdom, and living a healthier, happier life. Take care of yourself. And remember, age is just a number. The way you live is what keeps you young.